Yo, yo. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I go by HT, Mr. Olives, or Jesus, depending how well you know me or how close you can get to me. And here we are once again at the Mussing Cuppa set with another pour over series. This is pour over episode 9. Hopefully everybody's having a great Friday, staying warm, all that good stuff, and had a good week overall. Like and subscribe if you care what I got going on or what MT I got going on. And let somebody know, share the stream because we are live. We're doing this live, you know? That's how we do things over here. But yeah, I'm excited to be back. If you didn't check the last episode with the sweet bloom coffee, please go check it out. Go see how it cuts off and I lose 20 minutes of the stream. But nonetheless, it was a great stream, it was a good video, it was a good story. And that's kind of that's my favorite episode. The first one and that one right now, top two since I started this whole thing, is my two favorite episodes. So go check it out, go show it love because even though y'all didn't see me actually drink the coffee in the episode, still a great episode, great bean, and a great roastery. So please go check it out, like and all that good stuff. And yeah, welcome. Hope everybody's well, like I said earlier. And this is Music Copa over episode 9. And here we are once again because I can't get enough of this coffee, of these beans, of these different flavors, these different aromas that you get when you decide to get in here, you know what I mean? And if you don't know what I do here, I'm trying to master the pour over, still so far away. Okay. But I really want to master the pour over. So this is kind of what we try to do here every episode. Master pour over, trying to get better each time, slowly but surely. I know I'm still so far away from a true pour over. But another thing that we are doing, and I've done it in the past before unknowingly, we're gonna go ahead and pour over today a dark roast bean from Guatemala. The town of Guatemala is called Sombra del Volcán. Sombra del Volcán. Shout out to Guatemala brothers and sisters out there. And this is literally what the name is. It's a little town in the shadow of a volcano. I looked up some images. It looks beautiful. I feel like I need to go shoot a movie over there. At least use that one shot for one part of the movie, maybe the middle towards the ending, a high moment in the storyline. But this, it seems to be a beautiful town. Seems to be a beautiful town. And the local roasteries, as I always mention here, we're kind of spoiled when it comes to Colorado or Denver. We have roasteries like breweries. Everybody out here roasting some good coffee beans, some solid coffee beans. And the company that we're trying it from today is glissade. Glissade. It's a French word as far as what I looked up. Glissade. Glissade. It's French. But Glissade Coffee Company. Um, if you care, see what they got going on. That's go check them out, look them up, go check out their coffee shop, go check out the roasteries and see what experience you have, But well, I wanted to try it because one thing that I do a lot, I just look things up on the map, see what's nearby. We click, we see photos, and we just try things, right? That's how we're rolling. So today I looked it up. It was closer to the studio than I knew or thought it was. So I kind of pulled up, got a little bag. Aesthetically over inside was comfortable. I lost track of time. It was a good energy. It was kind of full. What do kind of like to see as far as what I enjoy when it comes to a coffee shop, just everybody working, minding their business, having conversations with said person that is in front of them. And it was kind of that everybody working, getting a master's degrees, PhD, I don't know, doing some regular work, having meetings. Overall, good aesthetics. You can see like the roastery and I guess the baking room too, right? So they are a roastery. I liked it. Had a great pour over. So, like I always mention, this will be my second cup of coffee today, or third technically, because I also had a cortado. how much coffee I drink sometimes. You know what I mean? So I did try the pour over Ethiopian. I think it was medium roasted. It was great. It was literally a blueberry pour over. That's what a true pour over is, right? But today we're going to go against the grain as far as what you expect in a pour over, and we're going to do a dark roast Sombra de Volcan. The notes that we're supposed to get today are milk chocolate, sweet citrus, and baking spices. Grown by multiple smallholder farms, Antigua, and surrounding communities, Guatemala. So shout out to our Guatemala's brothers and sisters, man. Como andan, como se sienten. But shout out to everybody, man. So yeah, so let's go ahead and get going. The water should be warming up. So you already know. Gonna move, gonna move the scale. I change grinders for now until I get the one that I actually want for this show. The other grinder was not good. I didn't like it. So we're gonna use this one. This is still not the best, to be honest, but we're gonna go ahead because I think it works a little better for the grind. So if you are gonna do a pour over with a dark roasted bean, it is recommended that you grind the beans a little finer, like sea salt is the example that I read, right? And you do less grams and basically more water, right? And you do slow. So I'm gonna do 18 grams, and I think it's 288 grams of water that I'm gonna try to do. So you're not supposed to. So I think it's interesting to see because dark roast coffee, these kind of coffees, the bean is that's why they're roasted dark. They're not meant to accentuate the bean, right? A pour over, you want to actually get flavor, as the one I had today, the blueberry one from Ethiopia. But I wasn't gonna do that twice. So let's go ahead and get the filter on the V60 nice and good, nice and clear. So we don't got no mishaps, because like I always say, as I'm learning how to do this, you gotta be mindful about every step of the way. And like I said, I'm still very far from mastering what I consider a true pour over, like the one I had today. Shout out to those baristas. They might be killing cats, but they can make a hell of a coffee, you know what I mean? So shout out to them. I enjoyed myself. I appreciated it a lot. So we're gonna get that over here. Just let the water drip. There we go. I'm gonna put this to the side. We'll come back to it. We're gonna go ahead and weigh our coffee. So let me give it a quick smell check before I forget. If you find this, like and share. Let everybody know HT's out here making coffee content. Mm. So off rip, I get the baking spices. I get the pastry. Is if you're walking into a bakery, if you just sat down in the morning, nice warm coffee con leche, and you got a little pan next to it. I mean, I smell it off rip. The sea citrus might be in the background as far as my nose, and the milk chocolate. Like I say, Latin America for the most part, a lot of the flavor notes is going to be a lot of things based on chocolate. We're gonna get that right. So we want to do 18 grams for today's pour over. Let's see. Ah, no, no, keep it. It would be fine. So 18.1. So we're gonna do 18 grams today. And so dark roast, the grind's supposed to be a little more corrose, however you say that word, but we want it a little more thicker. In other words, we wanted kind of that sea salt texture, just not that fine of a grind. So we'll go ahead and throw it in the. Oh no, no, we can't even do that yet, folks. I forgot a whole step. I forgot a whole step. I forgot a whole damn step. So before we do that, and let's do another thing about this grinder. I didn't use it at the beginning. So before I forget, like I say, and this is why we do this live, shit is real shit. So I finally got myself a bottle of water. So that's the step I forgot. And it's supposed to allow it so it could release the CO2, the bean, and get it going. I almost forgot to do that. Look at that. Get all those 18 grams in here. Beans are in there. So now we can go ahead and grind it. Sure y'all like and subscribe, yo. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, we don't want we want more like thicker grinds because it is a dark roast. I'll give it just a quick spin. So we don't want that finer with this. Ooh, the citrus seed just hit me, son. I'm not even playing. Ooh. Oh, now I can smell the milk chocolate. So maybe a quick one, nothing crazy. Okay, cool. That should be fine. So this one, go ahead. All right, let's do it. Oh, it's wet. Use this one. Shake all in there. Yeah, this grinder's annoying too. But the other grinder stuff, that I would lose half of my grams in that grinder. So not the best, still kind of annoying, but it does the job for now. So now I'm getting, oh, it smells so good. Huele tan bien. You know what I mean? All right, so cool, 18 grams. All right, so we're on spot. Let's go with water one more time. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put it in here. Yeah, so it's definitely not as fine, and not a fine grind. Just to be in dark roast. Ah, so yeah. So now let me let just the water hit so we can hit it, let it bloom, see what we can get. Real slow pours as far as this, because we don't want to extract too much. We just want it to just be kind of a really slower process. So here we go. Give it a little shake. It's like off rip. It's like ick. Much thicker, thicker grind. Smell's still there. Smell's still there. The smell is still there. So let's see. Slowly coming down. You see a good color on it. You see a good color. Good little color. Good little color. Good little color. Oh yeah, we revamped the Mussing Cuppa logo. Look behind the plant. You can catch some of it. Oh, smelling good. Let's see. Let's see. Like I said, my pour overs are still far from like a true pour over in my personal opinion. But I could say, as far as since I've started, I think I messed up one. I am able to get like the flavor notes, like as much as it's not far from what it should be. I do get flavor notes. My pour overs still have like flavor notes. This one's not gonna probably have that much color due to being a dark roast. You know what I mean? So let's see, let's see, let's see. Just a reminder, the filter is bamboo. Probably gonna keep using it until I run out. Low V6, low V60. Let me see, let me see. Let's one more time, a little bit of water. One more time, a little bit of water. Yeah, it's supposed the dark roast takes just a little more time. Right? So that's it. I wish y'all can smell the damn smell in here, bro. So, I love it when it consumes the space. I love it when it consumes the space. So yeah, check out the new. We had to re-edit the video. I mean the video. Had to re-edit the logo. Looks a little better. And it goes a little more with the idea using Copa. That is MTI's coffee branch, if you didn't know, and hopefully future roastery, future coffee shop. But we will do the right thing. Well, we'll try, right? So then that's the last thing. I'm gonna hit it with water and then just let it kind of do its thing. Hopefully, I don't drop off the face of the earth and I'm not just in here like a psychopath talking to myself and what I think the camera is, right? Last time. Go check out the episode. It's a great story, great bean, great roastery. And please go support. Go experience these roasteries, go experience these coffee shops and see what you think. See if it's something that, you don't mind spending your money at. But as far as my first experience here today was pretty good. Good. And, logos that this we've seen the other aesthetics on the other coffee beans, and this one's a more clean cut, more futuristic. Right? You see a little geographical lines in there, simple logo, informative, right? And they look like they take care of the farmers. So let's go ahead and move this here. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Sombra de volcán. Sombra de volcán, the shadow of the volcano, has a great name, and it's even greater when it's so literal. Like, look it up right now. Sombra del volcán. It's a beautiful town. Antigua, I think is the way you say it. Sombra del volcán. The volcano is literally in the horizon between the foreshadowing of the structures. Beautiful. And shout out to them. Gracias. Gracias por el café. Te los agradezco. To my Guatemalan brothers and sisters out there. Just get one more smell. I didn't get a smell. It's definitely a dark roast. Mm. Shit came with some steroids, bro. It's definitely a dark roast. So, yep, here we go. All right, you can get color. Like I said, dark roast. Yeah, you can't see anything, to be honest with you. So let's go ahead and pour. This is, I wouldn't compare this to a tequila just off rip. I feel like well, the tequilas that I like, they're more on the other side of like the fruitier side, more sweet, smoother. This is the serious bourbon, I would say, or even a very dry anejo. Oh yeah. But I see a little bit of color on my end. I definitely get the baking spices. Ooh, the milk chocolate and the citrus is kind of fighting for the nose. So let's go ahead and have our first sip, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to everybody. Thank you so much. If you find yourself here, I appreciate it. Mm, feel that it needs to cool down a little bit. Yeah, needs to cool down a little bit. Let's go in there for again. Like I told you, dark roasts are not recommended for pour over. Pour over is just to accentuate the flavorfulness of the bean, like the pour over had. Glissade today was just literally a blueberry coffee. Not even lie to you. Literally a blueberry coffee. It has strong front end flavor and taste, and then it like slowly digresses into nothing. It's the best way I could put it right now. There's the citrus, baking spices, and milk chocolate. It's because the citrus is sweet too, so you got to catch it because it gets caught up in the spices. Okay, now see, yeah, I think, yeah, it just needs a little more cooled down because the flavors are slowly coming in as more sip that I take. But I do get the baking spices. The citrus is like in and out. Trying to find the chocolate. Trying to find the milk chocolate. Excuse me. I mean, it's there. Like it's tantalizing, like the tip of my tongue. It's the flavors are there, but I can also understand and see why a dark roast is not recommended in this format of making coffee. Yeah, the citrus there, baking spices. I'm still looking for the milk chocolate. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know how I feel about this one. It's not bad whatsoever. Like I'm definitely gonna finish it, but I can't tell you. Not bad though, but I can't off rip say it's great or it's delicious or flavorful because there is flavor, but it's a little different. Now, see now my curiosity is gonna go crazy because now I'm gonna try to make it in the way it's supposed to see if there's a difference. But I do get the citrus. I do get the pastry, The baking spices, I definitely do get it. I'm guessing the milk chocolate's kind of in the background, but it's interesting, and I can kind of see why they don't recommend for you to make a dark roast bean in a pour over, you know? Okay. It kind of gets a little better as it cools down. So before I get ahead of myself, we are gonna take our time and see what's good as it cools down, because that's it kind of give me pack a punch of like the flavor notes. It is a dark roast, don't get me wrong. Definitely a dark roast. And that caffeine is gonna come at you, know what I mean? Sombra de Volcan. Mm, I think, go check it out. Go have your own experience. Shout out to las personas de Guatemala. Oh yeah, this was process washed. So as we touched a little bit on this on the sweet blue bean, if that part didn't cut off, is washed. So basically, the bean is taken out of the berry fruit to be processed. When it's processed naturally, the berry fruit comes with the bean together. It stays together throughout the whole process. When it's washed, it's separated, and obviously, bean itself is just washed. So this one was washed. Elevation 1,600, where it was grown in Guatemala. I wish the only thing, pull the tab. The only thing, if I was gonna give this, I do like when it says the day they roasted it. And this bag does not have that. And I think I did scan the thing. It didn't give me that information. But I wish it would say that it's how fresh it is. But like I said, dark roasted bean, I meant for a pour over. All right, let's give this one more time a taste before we get out of here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, that's the milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. El chocolate. Can't even talk right now. There's the citrus. Yeah. And the pastry spices or the baking spices is there. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the moral of today's show, today's coffee bean story is, look, moral is that I'm HT or Mr. Olives or Jesus, depending how well you know me, how close you get to me, and or experience things on your own. Don't let people put their own biases on you. Go have your own experience and see if you fuck with it or not. It's kind of the moral of the story. So on that note, thank you so much for being here. If you find this later, and if you like it or you don't like it, just share it. Let somebody know HT's out here making coffee content and I'm a nerd about it. You know what I mean? And today we tried out the glissade Coffee Company Sombra de Volcan from Guatemala bean. Like I said, go check it out. Go support your local roasters. Go have your own experience. All right. And see if it's something that fits into your life. Now, man. I'll see you all on the next time. Like and subscribe. Peace.